Ever heard of the Little River Race War? Picture this. March 1899, southwestern Arkansas. A black man, General Duckett, unalives a white planter. He surrenders but faces a horrifying fate. A mob of 200 lynches him, claiming he confessed. The horror doesn't stop there. Rumors of a black insurrection spread, leading white mobs to hunt and lynch suspected African Americans. 7 black men are lynched in one day. Fearing for their lives, many black citizens flee. Meanwhile, the Arkansas Gazette reports a grim twist. 3 brothers, Benjamin, Joseph, and Moses Jones, lynched, allegedly planning to get back for Duckett. Conflicting accounts arise, one citing a firearm dispute, another comments that offended the white residents. Moses Jones is said to have been killed because his wife had prepared food for Duckett while he was in hiding. The Little River County race war echoed in local newspapers until May 1899, when the New York Sun thrust it into the national spotlight. This overlooked race war serves as a haunting reminder of a dark era in American history, where racial tensions and the brutal use of lynching left a lasting scar on a divided community.
Well, that was some propaganda bullshit. Hear me out. Now, was that a little known black history that we all need to know on both sides of the fence so that we don't repeat these things? And that's why we should teach these things to our children so that they know that this was a black eye on American history and that they should be know how wrong it was to make sure that the next generation doesn't repeat it. Yes. True facts. The propaganda bullshit is in the terminology that is used in the making of this video. Race war. Now, I served in the Marine Corps, served in many different areas of conflict. In those areas of conflict, there was an opponent who was trying to kill me at the same time that I'm trying to kill them. That is called a war, a conflict. From that video, I did not see a war. What I saw was white privilege in 1899 taking advantage of white privilege in 1899. That's how that should be described. I mean, have you ever noticed when you was in history classes, or even if you look it up today, anytime the indigenous people won a battle against the colonists or the Americans, it was called a massacre. But anytime the colonists or the Americans won against the indigenous people, it was called a battle. The same way that that was called a race war. What white person, other than the first murder, died? Other than that. Which is not a war. It's not a race war. That's a conflict between 2 men. It goes on to tell you that the man who was accused was claimed to have confessed and lynched. That there were rumors of 3 black men who were planning an insurrection, planning a war to get revenge, never did it, but just rumors. And then something else that was said that offended white people. And they were lynched. A woman was lynched because she fed the black man who they already accused and executed. It said that the black people, out of fear, because they understood the time that they were living in, they began to flee this town. Where's the war? It sounds like propaganda. To be able so that those Caucasians who are far and away, who weren't involved, will think about it in terms of black people marshaling against Caucasians. But at no time frame did black people marshal against the Caucasian to call this a war. You see, it sets in your mind that there is an equal fight that's going on, that people are losing their lives on both sides. But people only lost their lives on one side. One side. This is not a race war. This was a massacring of black people simply because in 1899 You had the privilege to do so. Let me know when that stops happening. Because with the police departments and those bad cops that are there, not all of them, it's still happening to this day. So, my people, it's a good thing that in today's world, we wouldn't take that bullshit. Try that shit now. Let's see what happens. Let's see if a mob of Caucasians can roll up into my black ass neighborhood that I live in. And let's see if they make it out alive. That would be a race war. Not that bullshit. Stop misconstruing history. Because that is all that this video did, was misconstrue real history that everybody needs to learn about so that we don't repeat it. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.